Hello, my 827 tribe. My name is Alethea, and thank you so much for stopping by 827 Tarot, where we try to focus on healing and learning how to re-love ourselves, acknowledge trauma for what it is. You know, all the boring stuff that a lot of individuals don't want to do, but I'm hoping that I attract the right audience that understands the importance of healing. So, I don't know who this message is for, but God dropped a download asking for me to hype you up. That's the first part of it. So, I'm supposed to be hyping you up. So I'm going to use some of my tarot so that you can see how the universe sees you. This is not about your preconceived notion of who you are. This is not about how others see you. This is organically based upon how God sees you. Okay? Some of you may acknowledge how he sees you, and you're living in that truth, and I'm grateful. But this is for someone who is out here really struggling with the way that God sees them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tap into this right now. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Again, my name is Alethea. You may also recognize me from Zesty Tarot. I'm coming over here to nurture this page because I'm getting burnt out on doing gossip. Okay, so God, I'm here now. Oh, when I tell you that he was on my neck about whoever this is, it could be a group of y'all. I was playing my video game and he's like, get up and do this reading. I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. No, get up and do this reading. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So, God, now that I'm here, we're going to focus on all of the positive energy. It doesn't even matter if the card has like a kind of negative. No, we're going to look specifically at who you are as a person. Okay? So this is what he wanted me to do. Okay, so I'm here. He wanted me to do this reading. Tell them how you see them. Okay. All right, we're going to stop it right here. How do you see the viewers? I kind of feel like it's right here. Let me move my hibiscus tea out the way. Oh. I'm sorry, that's not hibiscus, that's green tea, my fault. Alright. So we have, sorry, the cover up, the boobage. We have the World card. First and foremost, while you may think in your current life that your life is incomplete, you're trying to feel this make-believe, and I'm going to say make-believe, but please understand, I'm not trying to downplay how you feel. I'm tapping into the spiritual realm, so when I get in this mode, it's all spiritual and love, okay? Anything that you may take offense to, please understand I am not trying to be rude. I am not trying to be disrespectful to you, but sometimes truth hurts, or at least it needs to irritate to get you to acknowledge why you feel the way that you feel, okay? But as I was saying, in your world, you are trying to fill up this make-believe void to try to feel wholesome. And you're trying to put on this persona. You are wanting acceptance and admiration and protection and security. You want to be favored by the universe. However, it seems as though in your eyes, you're not getting that. But how he sees it, or how she sees it, how the universe sees it, you are absolutely perfect. Perfection is not about being flawless. It's actually about completion. You are 100% complete. Everything from the unibrow to the calloused part of your toe was made in perfection. We have to learn to start appreciating these odd things. There is nothing wrong with you. I also see with this card that you are divinely protected. This is confirmation. You are definitely divinely protected. You are successful. I'm not going to say you are lucky. You are successful in achieving goals that you do not give yourself enough credit for. You are beautiful. The vibration that you carry. People look at you and they cannot stop staring at you. Animals, babies are drawn to you. No, it has nothing to do with the new wig that you just installed in your hair. It has nothing to do with any outside factors. It is the embodiment of your spirit. So let's go ahead and tap into the next card. We got the Wheel. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune. There is a saying that I say on my vision board. And it says, I am lucky that everything works out for me. This is your motto. Again, you know how I said that I'm not going to say that you're lucky? That you are divinely protected and blessed? That's what this is. You have the tendencies to come across things that someone could never. Because it wasn't made for them. It's not that God is like, well, you're not good enough for these individuals. It's no. I also want to come back to this World card and say that this is not your first rodeo. And you may have felt like an outsider, which is why she is within the clouds. She's not touching land. There's no one around her. So you may feel alienated to a degree. But that's simply because you've walked this life before. There are certain things that may come out to you that you're slowly but surely piecing together. But I'm going to go ahead and add to this and say that you are reincarnated. You chose to come back. Now you're going to have to deal with that option. You was the one that was like, I want to come back for whatever reason. You're here. And I know how exhausting it is, but there's a purpose. And I also feel like you, on top of being reincarnated, you are here to right the wrongs. of everyone that comes your way. You're not meant to be mundane. And I do understand how exhausting that is. You're chosen. But you're meant to be on this, in this world with the family that you have, with the friends that you have, for the community to witness your aura and your grace, because your light trickles down. You are a radiant being. You are stunning. You are breathtaking. This ain't even about how good you look. We ain't even looking at, we're not going to focus on societal expectations of what beauty is. I'm talking about your soul. Your soul is absolutely beautiful. You're here to help people break cycles, break chains, to begin a new phase of their life. We have the Two of Wands. You are adventurous, always on the go. You can't sit still long enough. Sometimes that might be annoying to people, but that is beautiful, because, okay, how can I put it? Like I always tell my family, you know, they get so bent out of shape. I've only traveled to maybe a few states, and I want to do more traveling in the future. But the idea of that just spooks them out. So I feel like we resonate in this, because I feel like you are being called to travel, not only just to sightsee, but to learn cultural appreciation, to touch other individuals' lives. For some of you, it may be to meet your true soulmate. For some of you, again, like I said, it's just to touch the lives of other individuals. Because I do believe that the spirit gets bored, so it wants somewhere else to go. So with this card, she's looking out of on the horizon, and she's got her phone out, probably booking a flight to her next destination. You are always on the go, always something beautiful to see, places to go, people to see, food to eat, jokes to laugh at, music to dance to. This is you. But ultimately, lives to touch. Now at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. You are so generous. More than what you know. And when you do give, this is not based upon transactional motives. This is something that comes strictly from the heart. It may not be in monetary gain. It may be in advice. Maybe you are a teacher. Maybe you are a psychiatrist. But through and through, you are a healer. And you just wrap your lessons and your teachings and your love in such a beautiful bow, and you just pass it out. And I appreciate how meticulous you are. You are truly one of a million. You may not see yourself as that, but I'm telling you, this is how God views you. You're magic. Divine magic. You are an earth angel. So now that we've got that out the way, I have to share the other part of this reading. So the question that was downloaded in my mind for this particular energy. Now, mind you, we've heard everything that God said that you are. You are divinely protected. I mean, you're just a beautiful earth angel, right? All these attributes. So the question is, why in the hell are you entertaining dusty, low vibrational energy? You know who I'm talking about. Why are you allowing your feelings to get hurt when someone that is obviously jealous of you takes a jab at you? Or you feel some type of way because your phone isn't ringing off the hook like some of your friends may. You know the situation, you see their dynamic, and it's not about thinking that you're better, but unfortunately, fortunately, you are the chosen one. There is another path that is destined for you. And I'm sorry, but the old the dusty road that looks enticing is not for you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to tap into this energy so that we can get a clear idea of who these dusties are. Because I feel like this is like a personal reading, but this is also a wake-up call. Because someone right now is about to make a huge mistake somewhere dealing with this type of energy. And maybe it's not as like a big mistake as in, oh no, I'm going to go to jail or my life is going to be ruined. Maybe it's just that God is trying to avoid or trying to protect you from dealing with this type of energy. But whoever these individuals are, God, can you reveal them to me? Who is the low vibrational people? Please guide me to where I can pick up on the energy immediately. Okay. Yeah. And I'm not focused on particular gender. Whoever you are, regardless of what your gender is, the question still holds true. What the hell are you thinking? Because the thing is that you've heard these messages before, I believe. The only thing about it is that you were falling victim to the popcorn results. Alright, so let's focus on this. Alright, so we have the Hierophant here. We have the Queen of Swords here. Not surprised to see her. We have the Seven of Pentacles here. And then the overall energy of the Wheel. This is the second time. And I'm also going, look, okay, so we've got these two cards right here. Okay, so actually, let me show you. So we have the Ace of Cups here. So how I'm looking at this is you are in a relationship with someone that there is a lot of emotional energy coming more or less from you. You're trying to hold this together. You're trying to fill up this cup. But we have the Seven of Swords here, but someone is being sneaky. They're taking all of the compliments, the ego boost that you provide, the advice that you provide, the ideas that you have provided for their success or your success together with them, and they're off to do something sneaky with it. Meanwhile, we have the Four of Wands here. They're doing all this snakish crap, but trying to convince you that it's not what you think. This is all but nothing but love, baby. This is a celebration. You should be grateful. Maybe some of you just got married and now you're starting to see the mask. Excuse me. Someone don't want me to reveal that message. Hold on. As I was saying, someone's mask came off as soon as you said I do. And they're trying to convince you that this is the way that it is. A husband or a wife, whoever you want to switch the roles, do so. You're supposed to abide by these said rules because we're married now. We ain't doing that. So now that I pulled those extra bonuses out, let's look at what's going on here. So we have the Hierophant, okay? So for some of you, this is someone who likes to use religion or knowledge. Knowledge that you are not familiar with. And they know that. But they like to take the time to make you feel small because you don't know said information. Or they like to spiritually bypass everything that you have to say. Instead of listening to how you feel, oh, just give it to God, everything's going to be all right. Instead of listening to you and trying to aid you in the circumstance that is troubling you, they'll just, I'll just give it to God. In some circumstances, this is someone who tries to pin you down with religion. This is someone, like I said, they use their religion, their knowledge, they hide behind that. They try to elevate themselves. Or in some cases, this could be someone who is just shady. And they can read your energy. They know exactly what you're capable of. Maybe you don't know what you're capable of. So they try to zap you of that energy and they try to take your essence before you can even blink an eye. This is someone that does not know their boundaries. This is someone that believes that they have the blueprints, if you will, to climb up the stairs of heaven. Like they're the secret to true happiness. That they are fearfully and wonderfully made. But you're not. Your ways of doing things is awkward. It's foreign. The next person, the Queen of Swords. She listens to everything. And this, I mean, it doesn't have to be a woman. It could be a man. Put that out there. She listens to everything that you say. You could be pouring your heart out to this person. And then just out the blue, they come out and just say some off the wall stuff that pierces your heart. 1 second, someone's coming into my room. Okay, I apologize for that. But as I was saying, you could be pouring your heart out to her and she'll just hit you with this off the wall question and somehow make it seem like you're the problem. For example, you could have had your heart broken by someone, and instead of talking you through it, you know what your problem is that you just think that everything revolves around you. Like that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like they just say some off the wall, uncalled for, embittered, vile things to you. They love when you hit this point of humiliation. They love the fact that you don't realize that on a spiritual plane, your light irritates them. So they just look at you like you are just absolutely pathetic. And then when you leave, they go and they gossip about you. This is someone that you got to watch out for. They will twist the narrative because this person is supposed to abide by truth. But the thing is, I mean, we all have to abide by our truth. But this type of energy, their truth is used to hurt you, to belittle you. And I do believe that it is out of spite, jealousy, narcissism. They literally just cannot stand you, put it that way. Okay. The next energy we have is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, this is someone that you have invested so much of your time and energy in. This could be a relationship. This could be a family member. Maybe it's a co-worker. But you realize that you're not producing anything. But yet you continue to try to water it. The truth of the matter is, I have a feeling that somebody else is watering this plant. Going back over here. You see what I'm saying? They take what you provide and they give it to the other individuals. Again, I am not trying to be disrespectful. I am not trying to hurt you. I am not trying to say anything cold or calculated. I am not hurt. Some of you might perceive me as that because it's like, well, dang, how you just go call this? Because there's a reason why this reading needed to come out, okay? I'm not her. And so with the wheel, it's saying that it's time to break this cycle. You have been so focused on breaking cycles for everyone else, helping them, giving your energy away for free. And I'm not saying that this is a bad thing, because these are the beautiful traits that God loves about you. But it is something when you are giving it to individuals that don't care. They will stick around, and it's just as long as you will continue to allow them to have access to you, regardless if they are a man or a woman or a group. But it's time for you to put it into this cycle. It is time for you to pull your energy back. It is time for you to look the Queen of Swords in her eye and throw her own truth back at her. Because the truth of the matter is, and again, this is not about gender, the only reason why she has an issue with you is because she cannot possess what you have. He cannot possess what you have. So the best way to handle that is by pulling yourself away. Sure, in the beginning, they ain't gonna care. I'm glad she went away. I'm glad he went away. I don't know why he thought that we were friends. I don't know why she thought that we were... Well, I mean, because he genuinely thought y'all was cool. But you was the one that was being fake through all of this. So now that this energy is being taken away from you, you no longer have someone to build you up. Because all that's gone. You're not going to have this individual that was once inviting you to go on trips with them so that you can share a friendship. You're not going to do that no more. You can go back to your dusty energy, your impoverished mindset, and be friends with other people that are jealous of each other. You deserve that crowd. So that now that we've got that out the way, I'm going to ask, I'm going to keep these, because I got, we'll just keep these to the side here. Yeah, like, you're just out here just being your loving self, and they're just being shady and just trying to manipulate you into thinking that their abuse of your kindness and compassion and love is balanced. No, it's not. No, it's not. So I'm going to ask, what is blocking you at this time? Why are you having a hard time seeing this energy? I know that this is supposed to be for singles and people that are in relationships, but I mean, I just want to see as a whole, like, what's blocking you from seeing the truth about these people. Part of me thinks it's because some of you already know and it's just hard to accept. But I think that the more that this connection goes on, the more it shows, and you're like, nah, right when I thought that they've gotten over it, they're still at it. Yes. Okay, well, this right here answers it for me. It says stuck in the past. And it says let go of your ex completely so that you can truly welcome in new love into your life. Now, to this, if you are dealing with someone that has broke, okay, where to go? Right here. They did break your heart, and they're over here partying it up at your expense. him and his new girl, or her and her new guy are laughing and dancing to your sorrow music. Please understand that this is not a win for them. It is time for you to allow people like this, whether it is romantic, platonic, familial, societal, whatever, let this energy go. For those that are having a hard time letting go of the ex, one thing that my mother told me, and this is the only piece of advice, and this says something. This is the only piece of advice that I hold dear from my mother. She said to never go backwards, because there's nothing back there. Don't look off to the side, because you might still see someone from your side view. I don't know how to say that word, peripheral vision. You know, like, just keep your eyes on the road of healing. You're stuck in the past. For some of you that don't have a relationship, you're stuck in the past of what happened to you growing up. The hurtful things that was said to you from your parents, your cousins, a neighbor, classmates. You're stuck in the past. But this is what you have to understand. These individuals don't have nothing to lose. They thrive off of immediate gratitude. Once they've used up whatever they've used up, they're going to find someone else to feed on. Everything in this world is being taken care of. If you think about it. The birds, they don't have to want for nothing. Because there's always something for them to eat. There's always going to be a place where they can shelter at. There's going to be a puddle of water that they can bathe in. They are just as blessed as you. All the way down to the most disgusting microscopic pest, not pest, but parasite. They don't have to want for anything. But the thing is, these parasites need something to feed off of. So honestly, in my personal opinion, their longevity, as far as on a spiritual plane, social plane, especially having access to you, is limited. They cannot feed off of you if you aren't around. Eventually, they're going to have to learn to treat people better. Stop looking at an opportunity and get up and feed their own damn selves. You see what I'm saying? Nourishing food. Okay, what other messages do you have? That is another reason why this group is being blocked. Why are they blocked from seeing the truth for what it is? Woo! I felt like that was... Oh, okay, that was just one card. Well, you say that love sucks. It says that you have stopped believing in love, and you allow and let yourself heal so that you can become open again. So for some of you, let me see how to. For some of you, you have been manipulated so much that you say that you are absolutely done. You're like, love sucks. All men are the same. All women are the same. So if that's the case, then how is it that you still have the ability to express this abundant amount of love and compassion for others? Because the truth of the matter is because of the fact that these individuals made you feel like love with them is valuable. But it's the other way around, sis. Or sir. They came to you because there was something about them. I'm sorry. How many times have you heard, there's something about you, I just can't quite put my finger on it? You have people that just want to get a piece of who you are. And this isn't about like bashing anyone. But this is very telling. If you take off the rose-colored lenses and really see them for who they are, they may not be as hot. They may not be as gorgeous. They may not be as sexy as what you thought. Because it's not about their looks anyways. It is about the soul. That's why I said it doesn't matter what you look like. Because you could be beautiful. You could be fine. And your heart can be ugly. Your heart looks like a foot. Okay? So it doesn't matter about that. And plus, beauty fades. But what I'm saying is, a lot of the times when we take a good look at these individuals, almost 100% of the time, we will say to ourselves, what in the world did I see in them? Because it's like I said, the rose-colored lenses come off. And then we start to pay attention to features. We start to pay attention to how they was carrying themselves. And we get to thinking like, oh man, I must have been drunk. But you know what? That's okay. It's a learning lesson. They thrive off of the healing attribute that you gave them. And when you stopped giving them that essence, that was fireworks. Boom. Right. Some of them look like a firecracker. Boom. But they had to go to someone else that's going to give them, blow their egos up the way that you did. And chances are they probably will find it, but not the way that you did. But it's not so much about what they're going to get anymore. Give me just a second because my video is about to actually, no, I got 4 minutes. So let me just go ahead and pull this card real quick, and then I want to switch out the card. Hold on. There we go. Fear of cheating. Not everybody cheats. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. So for some of you, you're having a hard time because of what this energy was. Now give me just a second because I'm going to change out the card, okay? Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So where were we at? There we go. Fear of cheating. Not everyone cheats. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. Okay. So I think because we're trying to figure out why you are having a hard time seeing these people for who they are, I think this is basically saying like, maybe, okay, put it like this. Maybe every relationship that you've been in, someone has always cheated on you, regardless of all the good things that you've done, right? But the thing is that it's time for you to wake up. Now, see, it's funny because it's saying like you're stuck in the past, love sucks to you, you know, you need to heal, you need to heal, you need to heal. So with that being said, here's the thing. You are an absolute beautiful person. And I need you to understand that. You are a 1 in a million. Do not let this funky energy make you think so lowly of yourself. Because truth of the matter is, what they did to you is a reflection of what's been done to them and how they see themselves. They cannot handle a powerhouse like you, so they have to fumble the ball. It's not the 4th of July and yet here we are. Anyways, or maybe that's God's way of saying, yes, clock it, clock it. I don't care who these people are. There is something that is heaven sent about you. You did not return. Boom. You did not return to be played for a fool. If anything, you're here to write that pattern, right? While teaching others how to appreciate life and to have fun. Don't let this energy harden your heart. That's the problem with this world today. Those that have a beautiful mindset are bullied and picked on for being authentic. Well, I'm here to tell you that age of the Aquarius is still a thing. And it's going to be a while. I was going to be here for a while. All those that are screaming and hollering, look at me, I'm this, I'm that, they are going to experience what it's like for the roles to switch. There's going to be a pathway that is going to open up for you, where everyone that has hurt you, they are going to witness God's favor on you. Boom. Okay? So I need you to wake up. If you have to continue to watch other videos talking about exactly how God views you, then so be it. I don't want to be the only person that's telling you what God thinks, but if I am, okay, I'll accept it. But the thing is the time is now. And what perfect timing, because the Pluto retrograde is meant to bring up all of the ugly, the icky stuff, right? It's all about transformation. So at this point in time, it's time for all things that you have been entertaining before. It is time for you to acknowledge it for what it is and be like, I'm done with it. It's time for you to allow this wheel to finally turn for you. Because you've been the wheel for everyone else. You've been the comforter for everyone else. You've been the advisor for everyone else. Now it's time for you to pull yourself in and let God take care of you. Let everything that you've done for other people come back to you 10 times fold. Because the wheel card is a 10. 10 times fold. Let God nourish you. Give you back everything. 6 of Pentacles. The same thing that you've been doing to others, let Him do it for you. Let Him bless you with an opportunity to meet a new person. Like I said, this person could be out in a different country, or maybe they're in a different state. Maybe you're going to go on a cruise, or maybe you're going to go on a vacation, whatever the case may be. There's something that's going to happen here. Take your time with it. But most importantly, it's time for you to move on from this. Okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull from these cards, and we're going to see if anything comes out. We're going to take exactly whatever the energies is or are. Okay. God, thank you so much for this reading. What messages would you like for them to know? All right. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. So for those that have always wondered if you're ever going to get married, yes. And I will say that this person that you're going to be married to is not who your usual type is. And I know that that thing is, just hearing that is so scary, because we immediately picture this strange visual. Like, oh my gosh, am I going to be laying with someone that looks like a bag of baloney? No. Again, it's not about looks. But to be fair, I will tell you that they are desirable. Okay? So you don't have anything to worry about with that. They are desirable, but they're definitely going to give you the exact same energy that you have given others. They're going to make sure that you're taken care of. They are going to be very attentive to your needs. And not so much of just a marriage. I feel like you're also going to be married to an entirely new group of individuals that are going to see your beauty, and they're going to cherish you. But sweethearts, I'm going to need you to, I need you to tap into that belief that it can happen. Oh, look, we've got, yes, this is your soulmate. So for those wondering, will I ever meet? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Yes, they are. So most importantly, I need you to heal. At least get from point B.5 to at least C.5. I need you to tap into this transformative retrograde of Pluto. I need you to listen to Kendrick Lamar's Mirror. If you don't like rap, I still advise you to listen to it, because the message is beautiful. Or anything that is going to get you to see that these energies that you've been experiencing do not align to who you are. You are supposed to be celebrated. You are supposed to be adored. Not to be played with. Not to be mocked. To be envied. To be talked about like a dog. Ridiculed. Hurt. None of that. You are not supposed to do, because you're not doing that to others. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's time for you to get up. Look at the individuals. I don't care if they're family or not. And be like, you know what? Hey, I'm pulling my energy back. I still love y'all, but y'all got some stuff that y'all need to work on your own. I can't keep doing this. And another beautiful thing about pulling away is because you'll be able to hear God better. Some of you may be using the excuse of, oh, I gotta help family, to distract yourself from doing the work. No. God acknowledges that, and it's time for you to stop using that as an excuse. There's some things that he needs to talk to you about, and it's time to set this path up for you. The time is when you're ready. But if you're watching this video right now, please believe that this is confirmation that the time is now. Okay? I'm going to pull one more card, and then we're going to end this reading. Thank you so much for stopping by. Again, I really appreciate you. And whoever it is that's pushing this energy out, thank you for making me do this reading, because I love this reading too. Because to me, it's a reminder, you know, that I'm on the right path. True love. And it says, this is the romance of a lifetime. And this ain't even trying to exaggerate. This is because of the fact of who you are. You're built like that. Remember how I said before, it's not about you being lucky, it's that you're divinely favored. Things happen to you that can't happen for other people. And it's just because of your spiritual dynamic. You see what I'm saying? So get away from this ick. You're stuck in the past, and that's not where you're supposed to be. That's what they want you. They want you to stay there. They want you to constantly rely on them to boost you up. No. I need you to pull yourself away and let them feed on somebody else. Because honestly, they're taking your energy to make themselves feel good. I know that's cliche, but that is so true. So I really need you to acknowledge that. Me and God does. Okay? So if you enjoyed this reading, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate you. And I'm rooting for you. And I look forward to hearing from you about this journey. This is a timeless reading, so you don't have to worry about time running out. It's whenever you see this video. Okay? Now this is a starter channel. I'm not going to be in the algorithm just yet. But if you just so happen to find me, take a listen to this message, okay? I'll see you all soon. Bye.